Hello 11 Sat, this is Mujahid Sartawi and welcome to the IT class of 29th of March 2020. In the previous class we started with a new chapter which is using databases, and we talked about the importance of databases and the data types, the data structure, and how we form and how we design a database. And also we started with the Microsoft Access. We started with building a school database, and we made the first table, which is a student table. The student table, as we see here, it contains the following fields. You can go to the design view. Here are the fields. We can see here that the first field is called student ID, and the data type for the first field was short text. The second field was student name, and the student name data type was also short text. Then we have another field which is date of birth, and the date of birth is of course date and time. We have the class field, which is a short text, and we have marks for the students: math, physics, computer, and English, and all of them are numbers because we are going to put marks here. While the field that comes after that, which is gender, and it should be short text, because we will put here male or female, M or F. Finally, we have the pass. It should contain two. It might contain two different values, which are yes or no. And we see here, if you take a look at this field, the first field, it has a key attached to it. This means that the student ID field is a key field or a primary key. Now, what do I mean by a primary key? The primary key here, it means that this field is unique. It doesn't have any, it's not duplicated for any record. Let's see what I'm talking about here. If we go and double click on the table, we can see that here are the fields: field number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 different fields in the student table, and we have here how many records: record number 1, 2, until we go to record number 10. And how do we know that we have 10 records? From this number here in the bottom of the page. Again, let's go back to the student ID primary key. This is, as I told you, it's a primary key. It means it identifies every record in this table. It's a unique, it's not duplicated, it cannot be duplicated, and it's considered as an identifier for every record in this table. Let me give you an example. Take a look at the first record here, which contains the data for the student Ali. Do we have another Ali in this table? The question is yes, we have another Ali in this field, in record, record number 5. So how am I going to know this Ali is not this Ali? Or how can I identify them? How can I know who Ali is this? Of course, maybe you will tell me from the date of birth, class, the marks for each one of them, but this is not the way we identify people. They might have, and they might have the same date of birth, they might be in the same class, they might get the same marks also. So the only thing, or the only way to identify the two IDs here is by their student ID. That's why we say the student ID is an identifier for all of the elements in this table. What I'm going to do now is to think about a way to search about any data element in this table. So the first easy and simple way of searching inside tables is to use this tool, which is find. So you click on it, then you type whatever you want. For example, I'm searching for again the student Ali. When I click on find, let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, let me go. I need to go to the top. Okay, this is Ali, and this is Ali. Can you see? You can see the results here. Now, what about if I'm looking for, let's say, 11A students? Click on find. So it's not an easy thing to search in this way. So you have to click on the field that you want to search for. So this is 11A, this is 11A, and this is 11A again. Okay, so you see it's not reliable way of searching. What if I want to search according to some criteria? For example, I want the student to be in class 11A, and at the same time his mark is in computer, for example, is above 85 or 85, and I want at the same time the student to be male or female, and at the same time I want the student to be in he or she is passing the course. So in this case, I need to do something else, which is creating something called a query. So the query is another way for searching in your database, and it's based on criteria. So this is what we are going to talk about next time, the query, and we will use query from the menu create. You go to the create menu, then you go to query wizard, and after that you proceed with the next steps. Uh, the uh, the the next step is that I'm going to upload this table for you on the schools portal, just to check it out, to see the elements inside this table, to try to add, if you want to add some records, to use the tool find, and if you want to try and prepare the query wizard, no problem with that. So see you until the next time. Goodbye for now.